for 2022, we be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quarring, and who could have foreseen allowing publicly the face of your channel going on an unhinged rant, calling your viewers all sorts of terrible names? Who could have foreseen this blowing up in your face? Oh, that's right. We all knew. We did. We knew that that was going to happen. Now, to be fair, the concept of G4TV, Froskurin, and all this in an internet age where many online commentators offer similar levels of production, the idea that it would be able to compete under the enormous weight of gigantic media salaries and overhead, it was doomed from the start. But what few fans they had were pushed out the door when good old Froskurin decided to call everybody in their fandom awful things. It was a meltdown that was quietly, stealthily deleted by G4TV under a rebrand. And yesterday, massive layoffs hit. And look, you know, getting laid off sucks. I've had to do the laying off and I've been laid off, and both of them were not good. Although in one of them, you keep your job. And like, it's tough to celebrate people losing their job. But like, also when you are that antagonistic and you so clearly hate your viewers so much, it's really hard not to be like hashtag packwatch rip bozo. Like, it just is. And you know, when you look at the reaction, they kept a lot of their like big names like Adam Sessler and actually Frosk. Imagine if you're one of the people that got laid off yesterday at G4TV, and you see Frosk still has a job. In fact, I'm told now and I put together through some reporting that the layoff was completely unscheduled. It was a panic firing. They had a fully scheduled show, and then someone came in and they were like, actually, we're going to not have the show today. We're going to be laying a bunch of people off. You see this tweet by G4 at 4:40 p.m. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, all G4 streams today have been canceled, but we will return with all of our regularly scheduled content tomorrow. Now, you see a lot of people pictured here, and here's the thing. At least 4 or 5 of them were celebrating seal clapping for Froskurin when she called viewers vile. When she name called viewers and accused them all of only wanting beautiful women. Now, the Morgan Webbs of the original X-Play, Olivia Munn's, yeah, them being hot was a big draw for the show. The fact that they also played video games was like a unicorn for most gamers. The thing is, nowadays, there are lots of beautiful women who play video games. But when you were young, in that era, it was kind of pre-YouTube. I mean, YouTube was around, but it wasn't like really what it is now. There were video sites, like the internet was kind of a thing still, but like you didn't see like all these beautiful women who also play video games. So you have 2 beautiful women who are spicy and edgy, who are also like video games, and there was really nothing like it. Now I can open up Twitch and there's 100 of them, 1,000 good-looking people playing video games. So what else do you have to offer? Oh, you've got a retread in Froskurin, who's been a part of many disastrous breakups in esports and things of that nature, who seems all around like a toxic personality to me. Never forget, by the way, that Adam Sessler, I believe this guy and Frost were all, again, seal clapping, talking about how stunning and brave Froskurin was for admonishing the viewers. At least somewhere between 20 and 30 staff members were laid off at G4TV today, according to 3 sources familiar. The video game talk show network from the 2000s was resurrected last fall on streaming platforms like Twitch as well as cable TV, but now faces major upheaval in less than 1 year. I cannot truly see the company continuing to produce our slate of content without the people we lost today, said one employee. It's not going to. Really, you have no chance. You have no chance to compete with better products. Like, Dr. Disrespect puts together a show like that. Now, maybe he really does have people behind the scenes, but like, just one dude. A lot of these high-end streamers, like OTK groups and whatever, they put on highly produced shows too. The timing and severity of the cuts took this out by surprise, with talent showing up on set ready to film, only to have programming canceled as HR reps met with individually with employees. While it's not clear to what extent the layoffs will be, one source said the staff that were affected were told they would receive anywhere between 16 weeks and 6 months severance based on their tenure with Comcast. That's very nice. Just in time for that Biden economy to, I'm sure there'll be tons more jobs. A lot of these people go on and create their own content too. Like if they have a good personality and they really do truly love gaming, they'll be able to bounce back. 3 sources tell Kotaku G4's finances have been in bad shape for some time, and managers were tasked with looking for cost savings whenever possible. Things apparently came to a head during an all-hands meeting a couple of months ago, when then G4 President Russell Aarons discussed the troubles the business was facing and proposed unrealistic revenue goals for the year ahead. Staff felt blindsided. One source says due to lack of clear goals for measuring success up against that point. Aarons quit shortly after, is replaced by Comcast Spectator CEO Joe Marsh, who sources say was only interested in finding ways to slash the budget. The suddenness and severity of today's layoffs were unexpected, however, and call into question what will the future of the new G4 be? The network just recently announced it has slated new content, including a satirical X-Play show called God of Work, a play on Sony's God of War series. Well, the relaunch reportedly the brainchild of Tucker Roberts, the son of Comcast CEO Brian Roberts. Tucker led the cable and internet company's move into esports. Now, it's been rough. Like, it's rough to walk in and think you're going to be working and then be like, oh, actually, you're fired. Oopsies, you're fired. Oopsies. Oops, you're fired. And a lot of the people's replies, like, people, the internet doesn't care. Like, I'll be glad, like, when my time comes, I won't be able to read what Twitter will say. And like, people go to Adam Susser's, the reboot felt forced. You have reaped what you've sown. This is Adam Susser tweeting, oh, I heard some of my coworkers were laid off today. You knew. Generally, when you have a layoff, what they'll do is they'll split people into 2 groups and they'll say like, okay, you guys come in here and everyone who's here, you get to keep your job. Everyone that's got out of there is currently getting fired. Something like that. So he knew. It's sorry to hear about this. Should have went to streaming to begin with. Cable is dead. It finally happened. Layoffs at G4. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens. Sad day for everyone involved. I really like everyone. Somebody somewhere foresaw this. Heck, even Vito made a video last week about this. You all foresaw it. I really want to like G4, but the content's so cringeworthy and it's completely overlooks the nostalgia value that was baked in. They need to just do this flat out better programming. What made it good before was it was funny and still relatable in a nerdy way. Now it's just annoying. Sorry, y'all. Frosted enthusiasm in your channel and brand. That sucks to the staff. Hopefully everyone is gainfully employed, but we all know why. I mean, like, finally some good news. Unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, if only there were people who could have warned you. Maybe on Twitter and the YouTube comments even. I mean, the people are just dancing on their graves. It must be because of sexism in gaming. Don't like it, don't watch it. We didn't like it, so we didn't watch it, just like you told us not to. Nothing of value was lost. I don't think frostbitten. Understand you're just respecting the queen. I mean, there's this, everyone's dancing on their graves. No one likes the show. I'm sure there are lots of individual people who, who are part of this program that got laid off and were not involved in any of this politicking and attacking the fans, any of this kind of crap. So I genuinely do feel bad for them. And it's gotta sting. It's really gotta sting that like they are fired and Frost kept her job. It really is shocking. And like I don't want to dance on people's graves. The only people that like I would suspect to be fired are still working there. Frost and Adam Sessler suck. They are not nice people. They are not welcoming. They are not funny. They are not good representatives of the gaming community. They are political ideologues who only care about video gaming as an avenue to press further their political views. Gaming is supposed to bring people together. It's not supposed to have unhinged rants telling people don't like it, don't watch. So I guess you told us not to like it. We didn't. And so now what happened? Maybe you should have been thankful that you got to play with daddy's money, Comcast money, and try to really do something. And you were too worried about, the show running on forever and you getting to do whatever the heck you wanted. You forgot about who you were supposed to ingratiate yourself with. You forgot that the internet is forever and you can delete those clips and you can block people and you can do all this kind of crap, but it's not going to change the fact that we knew you hated us. You told us that every chance you got, and now your venture failed, and it'll be just another thing they blame on men because that's what they're going to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. Rip bozos. Actually, no, not rip bozos. I'll rip bozo when it's Frost and Sessler, but everyone else that got fired, it's really not their fault. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.